Hey everybody, I am Archarkan, and version 2.0 of the Dragon Ball Legends update is live. And oh my god, so many things have been introduced and I want to discuss them with you guys. Let's start from the beginning. If we check in news, yeah, so much has happened. I think the easiest one to talk about is the new banner. We have Bardock from Dragon Ball Super and Hero Tapion. From personal point of view, I'm not really excited about this. I have not checked the characters. Most probably, since they are new, they are pretty strong, especially Bardock. But considering the fact that I have wasted all my crystals on the Rose banner, I will probably not push for this one. So, as a conclusion about this one, if you like the characters, go for it. If not, simply wait for the next banner. Now, in this update, the most important thing in my opinion that was introduced and the one that I am most excited about is this hyperdimensional co-op. Basically, in this battle mode, you and a friend are going to use one character each to take on a boss. The first boss, it is of course Broly, and in my opinion that was a very good choice. I have played the tutorial and overall I liked it. I really liked it. I like how they thought about the mechanics. I like the fact that you can do things with your friend. And overall, I really think that this is a good idea. I have not actually played the missions to see how difficult it is, but overall, I kinda like it. I really kinda like it. The one thing that caught my eye, and to be honest, I didn't even thought about it until I played the tutorial, is Raising Rush. Exactly, Raising Rush, the one thing in the game everybody hates, or most people hate. Right now, for co-op, you have to choose a card, your friend has to choose a card, and the opponent has to choose a card. And based on what everybody is choosing, you will have different scenarios. You will either have a perfect hit, which I assume is going to do the biggest impact and the most damage. You will have a regular attack, and of course the fail. And I'm quite curious exactly what will happen with when you fail an attack. When you hit, it's pretty obvious that you'll do damage and you'll have a nice animation, but when you fail, the boss will have to somehow hit both of you and your friend. So yeah, new animations, new battle mode, something to do with a friend. Overall, really love the idea. As time progresses, we will see if this is indeed a good idea or not. Another thing that was introduced, and we also in the presentation movie, so I'm not going into many details about this, is the guild system. Until now, we never had actually anything relevant to do with our friends in Dragon Ball Legends except kick our asses, which from personal point of view was okay because that's what this game is about, all about fighting. But right now with the guild system, yeah, it's something, it's another aspect on which you can focus if you want to or not. Also, a lot, and I cannot stress the word a lot, has been introduced for PvP. I am going to leave this one for the end because, yeah, this one will take a lot of discussion. Next on the list is the implementation of Zen Kai Awakening. Now I gotta tell you that this one is the one that I am least excited about. To be honest with you guys, it is the one that I actually hate. I don't like the idea, I don't like the implementation, and I don't like nothing about this one. I don't see any benefits for the user. I mean, okay, I'm a little mean here. If you guys invest money in this game and you buy a lot of crystals, then yeah, right now this Zen Kai Awakening is going to be awesome for you guys because your characters, they were strong before, right now they are going to be even more stronger. And that's what's all about. Once you reach a certain point with your character, then the scaling is off the charts. He will just get stronger and stronger and stronger. But in order to get your character to that level, you have to spend a lot of crystals. Of course. So if you guys were playing Dragon Balls in the past and had wasted a lot of crystals, it is time for you to reinstall the game, because right now those crystals were not a waste. You will be able to do pretty impressive damage even with extreme characters. But the first three characters that were actually chosen for Zen Kai Awakening is Blue Broly, the original Super Saiyan Goku, and Beerus. When I saw the presentation movie about Beerus getting legendary finish, I actually put on Facebook the question, what is it going to take to awaken Beerus? Now we know, you have to have him at 7 stars, and to be honest, I have never saw Beerus at 7 stars. I know most probably somebody has him, probably only some people, because his drop rates were usually extremely low. But yeah, the one thing that I am excited about is to actually see his legendary finish in PvP. But I really doubt that I will see that in the near future. These benefits for the Zen Kai Awakening not important in my opinion. As I said, basically you just need to draw the characters from summoning as many times as possible, and they would just get upgrades and upgrades and upgrades and upgrades. Another thing that caught my eye was this part: fixes to lag in PvP mode. Well, what can I say? I am skeptical. I wanna believe it, but I will not believe it until I actually see it. Matchmaking adjustments to PvP. They are going to try to match us with people that has a similar internet connection. Quite curious how they did this. To be honest, I don't care. If it works, it is simply awesome. Would be a really nice surprise to stop having laggy matches. Other bug fixes, yeah. And finally, here, if we click on finally, it's going to take us to the banner. But I have kept the best for last, and that is, of course, PvP. Now, here in PvP, when they introduced the first update for PvP, version 2.0 in battle version, they basically only introduced the tackle from mid-range, and they changed the timings for different action. Now, I don't know how much it affected you guys, but for me, those increases or decreases in the speed of actions has caused me quite a lot of problems, and it took me, I don't want to say a long time, but yeah, it took me quite a while until I adjusted to the new system. Now, they have done a lot more. First of all, they have increased the range of tackle, which is kind of interesting because right now we will be doing it from full range. We can see there that tackle will beat a tap attack, and you will only be able to stop somebody that is coming to tackle you if you use an arts card or if you use your vanishing gouge. Now this is going to change a little bit how we perceive things, because the main aspect that they wanted to address with this battle version 2.1 was the fighting style of those people that were just laying in the back and waiting for something to happen, and they just had good reaction speed. From personal point of view, this is great because I am not one of those persons. I am one of those guys that rush in and attack, and then once I see how you fight, then I try to adjust to your fighting style, and if possible, of course, take the win. Right now, because they have introduced more things in my arsenal, so I can do to you when you are in a long range, it's awesome. Also, I have saw that they have introduced different adjustments and penalties when you're standing in long range. This is quite interesting. That means that if you stay in long range, your vanishing gouge will replenish slower, and also your key regeneration is going to be reduced. Once again, personal point of view, awesome. This is a fighting game. It's not just to stay in the back and wait. And I saw some guys complaining about Angry Goku, that yeah, my opponent just stood with Angry Goku and maxed on his blue card. Whatever, everybody is choosing the strategy they want, but yeah, I agree. If with these penalties that have been introduced for long range waiting, let's call them for campers, I think this one is pretty interesting and I like it. Also, the one thing that is interesting, sort of, is the fact that because right now you can do longer the combos, they have reduced the damage. Hmm. On the one hand it's good, on the other hand it's not good. In the past we had what I like to call nukers, and yeah, for example, transforming Vegeta. Yeah, if you were able to land a big combo with Vegeta, you could have used quite a lot of cards and you would just decimate your opponents. Right now that is still going to happen, but it will not be that devastating. So overall, if you were the type of fighter that, yeah, you just got a few lucky shots and won because your characters were strong, that will no longer work. Because right now your opponent will actually have the necessary time to recover and yeah, change strategy and stuff like that. We see here some character adjustments. Not really wow. This one, of course, you guys can read about it. No need for me to go over them. The one thing that I really think nobody cares about is the fact that the poison needle for Frost will actually be able to counter strike attack. Simple as that. As a conclusion, what can I tell you? Big update, really awesome. The two things that I like are the co-op and the modifications to PvP. I have already started to upgrade my fighters to 5000. I know that right now in PvP we don't need 5000 because there's a limit to 3000, but yeah, for PvP, if it wouldn't have been for the Zen Kai Awakening to totally destroy the scaling of the game, actually this update would have been perfect. But it is what it is. I'm really excited and I will see you guys in PvP. Until next time, I am Arch Archon. Thank you all for watching.